Well, let's talk about how Pakistan is trying to cozy up with Russia. Pakistani Prime Minister holding a bilateral meeting with the Russian President Putin on the sidelines of the SCO summit in China. And during the talks, Pakistan offered to build their supplementary ties with Russia and emphasized that it respects Russia's relations with India. The Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif saying that they also want to build strong ties with Moscow. Well, Pakistan there talking about relations between India and Russia, saying that we respect that, but they want a similar kind of relationship with them as well. In the meantime, let's get in a word from Rishabh, who's joining us here on the broadcast. Rishabh, good morning. This has happened during the interaction between President Putin and the Pakistani Prime Minister. Here is Shehbaz Sharif wanting that Islamabad wants to deepen ties with Moscow as well. Rishabh?
If we talk about Pakistan, Amita, Pakistan is right now trying to place itself in a grouping where there are not many takers. Yes, bilateral, but Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, but India's shadow was everywhere on that meeting, and even Pakistan had to say that they respect India's relationship with Russia, but they want to have a parallel relationship. And when you have a parallel relationship, when you understand that you're ready to compromise on who their friends are and still wants to be friends. So it's a desperate move that Islamabad has taken at SCO and post-SCO as well, where they want Russia to be on their side because they also understand that the toilet they have given it
Yes.
US about the oil is not going to last long, and end of the day, things will not be as Pakistan wants, and things won't be as bad for India with United States as it is today. So Pakistan wants new friends, but new friends, there are very few takers.
Yes, but would it come at a cost? Because as far as when it comes to their field marshal is concerned, he was also there present when Pakistani Prime Minister was speaking, Rishabh. Does it mean as far as his presence in the United States is concerned, because they were actually boasting of, having this United States President being a host to them, at least on 2 occasions when Asim Munir has visited the United States. But here is Shehbaz Sharif wanting to build and strong relations with Moscow. How would it imply as far as when it comes to geopolitics is concerned?
Well, see, Pakistan's foreign policy is very clear. You give me money, I am yours. That is something that Pakistan has always been of the opinion. And using its geography, geopolitics is secondary. Geography of Pakistan is something that helps Pakistan to be irrelevant even after being in the most irrelevant country in the world. And they do understand that Russia, and what will they offer? They can only offer ports, Karachi port or Gwalior port to Russia, that you can use it for your Asia. If that happens, Russia might be interested in dealing with Pakistan. But remember, how much importance Putin has given to Pakistan. The day Islam had landed in Moscow, yes. Putin was invading Ukraine. Same day the invasion happened. So that's the importance that one gives to Pakistani Prime Minister, and that's where. And now Pakistan is trying to make new friends
yes.
on the sidelines.
Well, Major General Sewach is also connected with us. Let's get in a word from him. Sir, good morning to you. How do you believe that this seems to be what Shehbaz Sharif seems to be up to? Because he wants similar relations that India has with Russia, so that Islamabad also builds a similar kind of relationship with Moscow. Because he was, remember the pictures that came in, sir, that he was seen hastily following Putin in an attempt to get his attention and to shake hands with him as Putin and Xi Jinping were walking together for a group photograph. What does it mean?
As far as the international relations are concerned, there are no permanent friends and there are no permanent enemies. What is permanent is national interest.
Yes.
As far as Pakistan is concerned, today they are trying to get closer to Russia, basically because they know it that if they're closer to Russia, they can get oil. Because India is getting a discounted oil, almost about $150 billion. So the main reason is this, that they want to now become having a good relation with Russia so that they can get this gas and oil. But whether Russia is going to respond, that is a very important thing. See, as far as Pakistan is concerned, they know it that they cannot compete with India in any way, and they will try to have a relation with Russia, but I don't think Putin is going to give them any response, because at this age, Pakistan is a very small market. And since Russia has got a very strong relation with India, and the relationship has grown as especially privileged, you can say, a relationship which has got a lot of meaning. In spite of putting tremendous pressure by the U.S., India has stood the ground, and India is still purchasing oil from Russia. And this is about 40% of our need.
Well, it was very visible as far as when it comes to the Tianjin version of the Troika, where presidents of Russia and China and Prime Minister of India were together. They were cozying up. They were having these normal talks. But however, giving them a side eye was the Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Let's bring in Shinjoy on board. Shinjoy, good morning. Is there even a comparison that Pakistani Prime Minister wishes that, Pakistan's or Islamabad's relationship with Moscow is something that Moscow and New Delhi have built over the years?
This is almost an absurd situation, because India and Pakistan are completely different countries, and India and Russia have been together from the mid-60s. Let's not forget that when the Indo-Pak war took place in 1965, the country that supported India was Russia. And when the Indo-Pak war took place again in 1971, it was Russia who supported us, particularly at the UN Security Council. India has not forgotten all those vetoes. Of course, it wasn't Russia that supported India, but it was the Soviet Union, in both cases in 65 and 71. So Russia, of course, was the major part of the Soviet Union, and that relationship still persists. So this relationship is not about just coming in at a SCO summit and shaking hands. This is about a relationship that has lasted 3-4 decades. And let's not forget, it continues to be a strong relationship, particularly in areas that are defense, space, civil nuclear energy, and most recently trade. Now, very importantly, while there is pressure from America on trade, the Russians have said, the deputy here, Roman Babushkin, has said that, look, if you people have trouble selling your products in America, you can sell it in Russia.
Well, as far as Pakistan is concerned, it is ready to open its coffers to any country that would fill them. And we have seen when that interaction happened, the Pakistani Prime Minister self-invited himself to Moscow, saying that he hasn't been to Russia for several decades. Well, pleased to stay on with us, Srinjoy.